Hello everyone, my name is Blue Raven 666 and boy, it is good to be back. Truth be told, as fun as my Halloween special was, I did miss making my usual content. Now, this ship has already sailed, and it isn't really the buzz of this corner of YouTube currently, but as promised, I'm here to give you guys a full review of the ZooPhobia short Bad Luck Jack. Back when I made my video pointing out the most disturbing things I noticed in Bad Luck Jack, I was brand new to the world of ZooPhobia. I had seen the short Son of 666 and had seen a few stray pages of the comic on Pinterest. But other than that, I knew nothing about the universe or the characters themselves. In fact, I even wondered why it was called ZooPhobia in the first place. As of this video, I have managed to read the comic, and a lot of my initial confusions about ZooPhobia have been answered. However, there are still some minor criticisms that I have with it as a whole. Bad Luck Jack, I feel, needs very little explanation. The short is mostly centered around the character Jack, who is a jackal as it turns out, and the incredible amounts of bad luck that plagues him on a daily basis. This bad luck is caused by a curse that was placed on him when he was born by his uncle, who also happens to be Satan. This curse makes it so Jack can never be killed, no matter what happens to him. The downside, though, being that he still feels all the pain that comes with, say, having a piano fall on him, or being set on fire, or being eaten by a monster, or getting hit by a bus. This truly is a curse. Sure, it's cool that he can never die, and it's a fantasy that many people today wish upon themselves. However, I feel like there's only so much physical pain that anyone could handle before they beg for the sweet release of death to come and take them. Jack will never get that release. I don't even know if he'll ever die of old age. This torturous existence is something that Jack could have to live with for all eternity. On a positive note, Jack still maintains a small group of friends who still love and support him. His best friends Zill, Kayla, Spam, and Venexa. I think I'm pronouncing that right. However, Jack is constantly at war with himself because he knows that anyone that gets involved with him ends up getting hurt. If not that, then they could be like Rusty, the generic school bully, who constantly teases him for his misfortunes. If not that, then Jack worries that people think he intentionally puts himself in harm's way for the attention, which isn't the case. He really is just that unlucky. The short itself is very fun and entertaining, with a few catchy musical numbers placed throughout. While people have told me that ZooPhobia is not family-friendly, as I previously stated in my Halloween special, I think Bad Luck Jack is family-friendly. The songs are fun, the animal designs are cutesy and colorful, there isn't any vulgar language that I picked up on, and there's no graphic blood or gore like in Has-Been Hotel or Hell of a Boss. I think the only issue really uptight people would take issue with is the fact that one of the characters, Damien, is the Antichrist. Literally. And if you feel like that fact is too much for a child to experience, I feel like that speaks more volumes about you rather than the short. The animation in Bad Luck Jack isn't all that bad either, in my own opinion. Yes, there are a few moments where it's like, especially the part at the end where Jack, Zill, Kayla, Venexa, and Spam are pulled together into a group hug, but it doesn't take away anything from the short as a whole. The color scheme is bright and colorful, and each character is unique in its own way and stands out from other individuals. And each character is unique in the sense that they're all memorable. Jack, Zill, Kayla, Rusty, Autumn, Venexa, Spam, they're all memorable in their own way. Spam especially sticks out to me because I liked his Bumblebee song, and that has to be the cutest Bumblebee to ever be animated. I want one. So, what exactly do I take issue with if practically everything else checks out? Well, my biggest criticism lies with Jack. Now listen, every other character is pretty self-explanatory and easy to identify. Kayla's a kangaroo. Spam is a fox. Vanexa is a cat. Rusty is a dog. Autumn is a deer. And nobody knows what exactly Zill is, not even Zill. To me, his tail outs him as a chimera, and I've had people tell me he's a chimera dragon hybrid. Pretty straightforward, right? And then there's Jack. Now, when I was trying to figure out what Jack was, I'd never read the comic, and I refused to look at wiki articles because you can never trust them to provide accurate information. So I took things at face value. Long ears, tiny fluffy tail, his name is Jack. The first thing that popped into my head was Jackrabbit. And yet, after posting my ZooPhobia video for my Halloween special, I'd be willing to bet half of the comments I got stated that Jack was a jackal. Now, can someone explain to me how in any sort of way Jack resembles a jackal? Because from where I'm standing, Jack looks like the 2D animated version of Springtrap, who's a bunny. Now, I've looked at so many different images of jackals. I searched up jackals, injured jackals, jackals with mange, and no matter how terrible of a condition these jackals were in, they still resembled jackals. Literally nothing about Jack outs him as a jackal. Even the Egyptians got it right with their depictions of Anubis. In Jack's childhood flashbacks, he does look a little jackal-ish, but it's still just so vague. The only giveaway was his tail. I feel like Viv could have at least given him jackal-like markings, or a slightly longer, more pointed snout, or at least keep his tail. But Jack looks so unlike a jackal to me that whenever people say that he's a jackal, it kind of makes me angry and frustrated because I know Viv could have done a lot better job at making him not look like a rabbit. If you were to tell me that these two characters were jackals, I could believe that. But this design flaw is one that, for some reason, drives me up the freaking wall. I know, to a lot of you guys, this feels like a minor nitpick that I am blowing way out of proportion, but I had to keep this bottled up for a month, and getting dozens of comments that only say Jack is a jackal or Jack is a dog has not helped. Viv, I know this is the first comic you ever created, and it's treasured by a lot of people, but you could have given Jack's design a facelift to match his species. Just saying. Now that I've gotten a month's worth of pent-up creative frustration out of my system, I think it's time I wrap things up. Overall, I liked the ZooPhobia short Bad Luck Jack despite a few flaws here and there. I don't know if Viv plans on releasing more shorts for ZooPhobia, but if she does, I would like to see more of the more zoophobic side of things with Cameron and her interactions with the other creatures of Safe Haven, because honestly, I didn't understand why it was called ZooPhobia until I got around to reading the comic. Anyways, that'll be all for this video, you guys. Thank you for watching. By the way, just because a lot of people have been asking, yes, I've watched the new episode of Hell of a Boss, and yes, there will be a video covering my thoughts on it sometime soon. Let me know what you guys thought of this video down in the comment section below. My name is Blue Raven 666, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!